What's going on, guys? It's Mirwin. Today we're going to deconstruct my song Judas Interlude. So if you guys haven't been watching the YouTube channel, we have a series Deconstructed, inspired by the series from Genius, where I show you guys how I made the beat for all the music I make. Today we're going to be doing my song Judas Interlude off of my new album Strangers in the Dark. If you guys haven't listened to this song or the album, definitely encourage you guys to listen to it. We got a link in the description. Definitely encourage you guys to listen to that. So if you guys haven't watched part 1 of this video, I'll show you guys how I made the first half of the beat for this song. So today we're going to be doing part 2. We're going to be doing the second half of this beat. Also, if you guys haven't watched any of the past Deconstructed, you kind of heard me talk about maybe how this record was really inspired a lot by, the classic hip-hop sound, and how a lot of the artists I looked up to, like, Drake, Kendrick, Cole, Mac Miller, Drake, all these people, and kind of trying to, take their sound and do my take on it, get some inspiration from them. So that being said, all the sounds and all the songs on this album, Strangers in the Dark, have been used with samples from TRYIN. So the sample I did for the second half of this beat, Judas Interlude, it's got a different name, so I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation here. I believe the song is called Danse Sit Zeke, and it's from a group called Power Blue. Something I really liked about this sample, I'll play it here in a second. It has a lot of really good musicality. It also is really cool. This is something Kanye did a lot. So it's a foreign song, so it's in a different language. A lot of times when he sampled songs in different languages, and then you do like a pitch up or pitch down effect, kind of has a cool effect. Just, it being in a different language, how your brain processes it. So I thought it was kind of cool. It has a bunch of really cool, like, synth sounds in it, some keyboard stuff. Again, just a lot of really cool, like, instrumentation in it. And there were some different sections I was able to pull from. So I'll play you guys, the verse and then the little, like, interlude part. So I'll play you guys the interlude part first. Alright, so that was the interlude part there, and now I'll play you guys the verse section. So those are the main sections for the second half of this beat. As far as processing, we did low cut EQ, just get some of those lows out, make room for the 808. And then what we did is we pitched this one down 4 semitones. So the original was C minor, and then we pitched it down 4 semitones. Like I said, something I really love about this sample, just the instrumentation, the musicality. There's a lot of you just hear the riffs going, you got the keys, the drums kind of driving in the background. I just also had a unique vibe, didn't really feel, kind of like a lot of the other songs I sampled, so, just very unique in that respect. So that is the main, core of this song for the second half. We'll go into the drums here. So first thing we'll do is we'll start with this hi-hat here. So a little bit more of a background element here, but we got a hi-hat. We did some reverb and ring shifter on it, and we also EQ'd it. So we did a high cut and a low cut just to make it, just the middle frequencies. And then it's just pushed way back. If you haven't listened to, or if you haven't watched any of the other Deconstructeds, I talk about this whole album was mixed and mastered by my boy Shane Lance. Make sure to show him some love, so there might be a little difference in how he stems sound from the original. But yeah, so just a little bit more of a background element here. Next, we'll do these claps. So we got reverb, and then we got this plugin I really like that I started using, GateLab on it. So what this plugin does is it does kind of a mixture of EQ and then like panning and like high cut, low cut. So it like just kind of makes the sound, compared to making it really mono, it makes it kind of more stereo and spacey. So this is like the pattern I did here. I'll play you guys the claps. So again there, just, another percussion element. Just, I love doing lots of different drum layers and all that stuff. If you watch any of the other videos, heard any of my other music, I love doing a lot of stuff with the drums. So just another drum percussion element, get some more rhythm in there. Next we're going to do this other hi-hat here. So this one just dry, no processing. So that hi-hat a little bit more standard, you know. So, you know, we got some hi-hat rolls, mess with the velocities in there as well. But, you know, just pretty much more of a normal hi-hat there. Next, we'll do the snares here. So the snares are actually layered. So I have two different snares here. So we got one that I put a little bit of reverb on here. And then the other one's just a dry, you know, snare. And I'll play you guys that. And then, you know, I just kind of mixed it a little bit before I sent that stem off to Shane. So I wanted them how they wanted them to kind of merge together there. But, you know, pretty straightforward. This one compared to like the first half of the beat here, or this song, you know, whereas the snare has a lot more extra hits and stuff. This one's just pretty, you know, straightforward, nothing crazy. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the sample, so I really wanted to make room for that. And I also have those other percussion layers as well. So next we'll do a little bit more of the percussion here. So first we'll do this little shake accent here. So this one, you know, it's just got some reverb and echo on it, just a little extra hit, little extra sauce, I guess. And then that is just layered, you know, with one of the snare hits, you know, again, just keeping this drum pattern interesting. And then next thing we got going on here, we will do this little vox we have at the end here. So this one's just, you know, again, reverb. We got some reverb here and then echo. Again, you know, just something to keep it interesting, some more ear candy. I think it also fits really well with the energy of the sample, and just, you know, it's an up-tempo beat here, so I think it fits really well. And then I did that, and the last part here is just going to be the kick, and then we'll get into the 808 here. So kick, as far as processing, we just got an EQ on it, you know, and then we'll play the kick here. So those are all the drum elements there. So, you know, pretty straightforward. Just, you know, got some extra percussion layers in the background, some ear candy, stuff like that. Last thing we got here is going to be the bass. So again, similar to the first half of this song, you know, I layered an 808 and a sub. The sub has an EQ and distortion on it, and then the 808, this one is just the EQ. So I'll play you guys that, and then, you know, we mix them together so that way they kind of have our one bass sound here. So I'll play you guys the 808 here. So that is the 808 for this beat. That is pretty much all there is for this beat. You know, again, pretty straightforward. You know, we just got the two halves here, you know, two samples. Those are pretty much all the elements. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't listened to this song or my album, Strangers in the Dark, definitely encourage you guys to check that out. It means a lot to me. I appreciate anyone who listens to my music. That is going to be all for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.